So once again, WNBA players proved they hate Caitlin Clark and they're jealous of her. So the All-Star votings came out and the players ranked Clark the 9th best guard in the league. So they think it's 8 better guards than her. So
We also had the WNBA.
Is it fair to say that Caitlin Clark is having a sophomore slump?
I would say so. She's injured. That's a
and
major
she made it. And she made an All-Star team. I mean, practically ain't played the whole season.
Yeah.
And is it fair to say Angel Reese is having a great sophomore season?
Yes, she is.
She is balling.
No, not we. Some of us was clowning her game.
We were.
Hey, she ain't step her game up.
Did she step it up?
Yeah, she stepped her game up, dog.
So, okay, that was the point.
She's the fastest one of 500 doubles in WNBA history. I mean, she's an all-star, top getter, voter, one of the top voter all-star. Yes, we got one, CC, who having a bad sophomore season, and we got the other, AR, who having a great sophomore season. Now, the records doesn't show, but as an individual and her numbers speaks for itself.
I don't think that the players who didn't pick her number one are hating on her. And I think that's the narrative we got to let go of. Like, there's legitimate reasons to not vote for Caitlin Clark, especially this year. She's not shooting well. She missed a bunch of games. Point Parks. It's not that she was number 9 among all players. She was number 9 guard. They put 8. Yeah, that's what number 9 player wouldn't be unreasonable, but number 9 guard is a bit tough.
I do think they hating, but also
I don't think they hate.
You think
It's 9 guards in the WNBA that's better than Caitlin Clark?
I think this year's also because she missed games for injury.
Yeah, I think it's been a little obnoxious by the media to be outraged without actually looking at the facts, because that is true. Caitlin Clark's percentages are down in everything. She leads the league in turnovers.
Yep.
And it's by a mile. They said the next person is like 2.5 turnovers less than her, number 2. So she's really, really not handling the ball correctly. She's shooting 31% from three-pointer range. And, yeah, it's been a pretty bad.
So while we giving out props to Paige
is bust. That's your WNBA Rookie of the Year. She
That's
busting
why I
ass.
said Caitlin Clark is about race, because Paige Buckner is somebody. She's white. She's doing it.
Man,
nobody mentions her
nobody
name.
talk about it.
Paige balling.
She ain't got no arch rival.
She ain't got no black arch rival.
Well, actually, like I said, the arch rival was created based off race. So
Paige,
Yeah.
Paige is balling. I can't even front.
Yeah.
Paige done got to the dub and
yeah,
been
she
balling.
doing her thing.
Without a black adversary, nobody's
Exactly.
going to care what Paige Buckner does, and that's a shame.
Yeah, she doing her thing.
Yeah,
Paige should pay
showing
a
out.
sister on an opposing team to start a fake beef with her just so she can get more media attention. That's going to be interesting to see. But, yeah, I think we've all come to the reality Caitlin Clark isn't who the media wants her to be, at least in the second season. I still think she can hoop, and I'm not holding it against her.
But she ain't the savior of the league.
No, she's not.
What everybody some of her fans try to make her out to be. She's the famous of the league. She and she's leading the league in all the worst statistic categories.
Yeah, so that's interesting to see.
Right.
Yeah, and also some of these trades going on. The funny thing to me about the WNBA is that the players are smashing each other. You have, what was the trade going on between Dejanay Carrington's girl, Alyssa Smith? She was traded to the Aces.
Just traded my girl away.
And everybody's all sad, and I'm just like, this is one of those times where I'm glad
We don't have these
NBA,
problems in the male
yeah.
sport. It's like we don't have these
got-
I don't
problems
know.
in
The
men's
closest thing I saw was when Coutinho Mobley left the Rockets with Steve Francis.
Right, so they didn't understand our relationship. So when I leave, people are making fun of it. Right, there's a brotherhood we have. Oh yeah, he's like, well, I don't even know why I'm waking up now. Like, why am I gonna play? So they, especially black culture is like, oh, he gay. It's like, nah, dog, he loved his brother, and I made sure he was good. Right.
And Steve Francis was damn near in tears. That was about the closest.
That was his road.
Right,
Dog.
right.
Didn't they trade him to the Clippers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was about the closest
Steve
thing
Francis
we've seen
and
to a bromance
Coutinho.
on this level. But they were actually dating. Dejanay. They got to put some sort of clause in the WNBA about players dating each other.
Because you can't work at a regular job, really.
Yeah, most
your partner can't
company-
work at the same job as you usually. So I definitely see them needing to institute something for that.
This is a great move for you basketball-wise. Of course, off the court, it's hard to separate, like, okay, now we're not going to be able to be living our lives together every single day, and we got to go back to FaceTime all the time and, you know, trying to find a way to hang out with each other when we have off days or coordinating schedules and stuff like that. But
plus, Dejanay's too fine to be relegated to just women. Is she bisexual? Does a brother at least stand a 50% chance?
I don't know.
Possibly. And on top of that, they traded her away so you could get back on your game.
Right.
They was like, you too worried about your
Right.
baby.
Worry about your baby.
And
Get
not
on
the
your
ball
game.
game. Yeah.
No, I don't understand how they operate in those things, but hey, that's interesting.
Now, you know, Nafisa Collier of the Minnesota Lynx, she's part owner. Her and Brianna Stewart are part owners of that league that they have after the summer. Was the Unhinged League? Anyway, it's a league that they play in after the WNBA over. Now, they are president and vice president.
Rival?
Yeah, rival.
Okay.
And they are president and vice president in the WNBA CBA talks. And someone tried to put out there that those two is not acting in good faith, and they want the league to lock out, because if the league lock out, that means more money for their league rival, which Nafisa came out on X and said she scoffed at the idea of that's what her and Bree is trying to do, to create some type of collusion for that to take place. So stay tuned.
Do you agree with it?
I don't. I mean, I can see why somebody would say it, but it doesn't make sense, because they have, even though they have a rival league, but the league is only 1-on-1, 2-on-2.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it would, like,
so it's totally different.
Yeah.
So it's not set up like 5-on-5 or anything like that.
That's
so.
like the big three. Like, yeah,
Exactly.
it's the big three trying to do in the NBA or something
That's
like
all.
that. It's
That's
just,
all. They just creating more avenues for women to play here in the States that don't necessarily have to leave out and go to other countries and play. They can play in that league. So again, they have an opportunity right now to get some of the unique contracts out there before, like they about to add 3 more teams to the WNBA.
The WNBA just dropped huge expansion news. 3 teams are coming. Cleveland in 2028, Detroit in 2029, and Philly in 2030. Cleveland.
Yeah, so they got 3 more. They got 3 more teams, WNBA teams coming in. So expansions are happening. Now they got a chance to make sure that they lock in on contracts and guaranteed contracts, et cetera, et cetera. So it makes sense for them to use this as a way. Caitlin Clark's eyes on there and everything to get these women's bigger contracts.